Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Armed men tackle police on KPH compound. There was a running gun battle between law enforcers and criminals on the compound of the Kingston Public Hospital, downtown Kingston, on Thursday, April 21. It is reported that about 4 p.m., a group of armed men attempted to attack another when police officers got wind of what was transpiring and intervened. A shootout subsequently ensued, starting at the hospital compound before spilling out on the streets of downtown Kingston. The gun battle reportedly lasted more than 5 minutes. A police source from the Kingston Western Division confirmed the incident. There were no reports of injuries. Eyewitnesses told reporters that seeing the shootout was like watching a movie. Children's advocate grieving 3-year-old boy's murder. Children's advocate Diane Gardner-Harrison said her office is grieving with the family of a 3-year-old boy who was shot dead by a gunman in Cascade, Hanover. The child, Kamar Williams, was among a group of people at whom a gunman opened fire, the police stated. To say that I am saddened is an understatement, Harrison told reporters. The OCA feels for Kamar's family and we grieve along with them. The children's advocate bemoaned the fact that the senseless killing by people who are insistent on wreaking havoc in our nation has claimed the life of an innocent child. It is my fervent hope that persons who have information will assist the police in their efforts to hold the perpetrators accountable, she said. Williams was killed along with a man identified as Tavares Stevens, 27, a B farmer from the district. A 25-year-old man was also shot and injured during the attack. Police said about 7 p.m., several people were at a shop in the district when a white Toyota Axio motor car drove up. A man sitting in the right rear seat opened gunfire at the group. Everyone fled in different directions. The car then sped away, and it was realized that the 3 people were shot and injured. They were rushed to hospital by residents, and the police were alerted. Stevens was pronounced dead on arrival at hospital. The 3-year-old succumbed while being treated. The other man was treated and admitted in serious condition. Police said 6 spent casings were found after the crime scene was processed. Renewed appeal for missing St. Andrew teen. The police are renewing their appeal for the public's assistance in locating 16-year-old Simone Moses of Stony Hill, St. Andrew, who has been missing since Thursday, November 18, 2021. According to the Stony Hill police, Moses is of brown complexion, slim build, and about 5 feet 4 inches tall. Reports are that Moses was last seen on Maxwell Avenue, Kingston 13, at approximately 9 a.m., wearing a white blouse with blue stripes, sky blue plain skirt, blue and white tie, black socks, and a pair of black Reebok sneakers. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Moses is being asked to contact the Stony Hill Police at 876-942-2223, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Gunmen shoot businessman, secretary at Discovery Bay workplace. A businessman and his secretary were shot and injured at their workplace on Main Street in Discovery Bay, St. Anne yesterday afternoon. They have since been admitted to hospital in serious but stable condition, the police reported. Information reaching reporters is that both people were at the business place when 2 men rode up on a motorcycle. It is reported that the appellant entered the building and made inquiries. The appellant then went back and spoke to the driver of the motorbike. The appellant returned and opened gunfire on both people. The businessman was shot in his right side, right leg, and hand, while the secretary received gunshot wounds in her back. The men then fled on their motorbike. Police said 9 spent casings were found on the scene. Man crashes stolen car in Manchester. The police in Manchester are on the hunt for a man who yesterday crashed a stolen motor car along the Melrose bypass. According to the police, the wrecked car was found abandoned along the roadway around midday. The police said they could not immediately confirm the circumstances surrounding how the vehicle was stolen. However, the owner was able to identify the vehicle at the scene. Man in custody over attempted theft of fiber optic cables in St. Andrew. A man has been arrested in relation to the attempted theft of fiber optic cables along Chesterfield Drive in St. Andrew yesterday morning. Two of his cronies are on the run. The police report that about 3 a.m., a team was on patrol in the area when a Nissan station wagon was seen parked along the roadway. It was reported that the car was parked over a manhole and that a chain was tied to the vehicle and to fiber optic cables in the manhole. On the approach of the police team, two men ran leaving footwear and gloves behind. The third man was held. The police theorized that the incident is part of the ongoing theft of fiber optic cables, fuel batteries, generators, and copper wires from cell sites and other equipment. Heroes Circle crab vendors get Ray and Neville facelift. The Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, KSAMC, in partnership with J. Ray and Neville Limited, handed over several newly constructed stalls to crab vendors at Heroes Circle on Thursday. Mayor of Kingston, Delroy Williams, expressed gratitude to J. Ray and Neville for the initiative and said he was looking forward to more collaboration with the beverage manufacturer in the future. He also said discussions were ongoing for a similar project in Harborview. In his remarks, Minister of Local Government and Rural Development Desmond McKenzie said it was a tremendous day for the community of Fletcher's Land and surrounding areas. McKenzie said the project was long in coming, as far back as 20 years ago, and was the idea of former Prime Minister Edward Seaga. Ria eyes more Jamaican hotels. Ria Resorts will pump between US $80 million and US $100 million into new nearest Jamaica resort, Rio Aquarel, in Trelawney, creating some 450 jobs in the long term and 800 during construction, says Carmen Rio, Chief Executive Officer of the hotel chain. Ms. Rio had just completed the groundbreaking ceremony in Copper's Bend for a 700-room resort in the fastest-growing tourism area in the country when she revealed to reporters how important Jamaica was to the chain, which was the first Spanish investor to construct a resort here. Beaming with pride, the CEO, who already operates 7 resorts between Negril and Ocho Rios, said 15% of its 2,800 staff were based here. Jamaica has been good to us, and within another 2 to 3 years, we hope to build another resort here, she said. The chain, which has made more than 100 hotels and accommodated millions of guests worldwide in 2021, was lauded by Prime Minister Andrew Holness for its contribution to Jamaica's growth trajectory. In his keynote address, Holness urged the Trelawney community to fully embrace the project as part of their local economy. For while they may not be the stakeholders, we have to acknowledge them as stakeholders in the success of the project, he argued. Construction on the resort is estimated to last 14 months. Ria is Jamaica's largest hotel operator and will boast more than 4,053 rooms upon completion of the project. Holness commended the operators for their role in propelling Jamaica as one of the most sought-after destinations in the Caribbean. He noted that the country's global position did not emerge overnight. The industry has taken an increased significance because the truth is that government has focused on the industry and has given leadership and direction and emphasis to the industry. Tourism plays a critical role in the government's road to prosperity for the people, the Prime Minister said. Tova Hamilton, Trelawney Northern Member of Parliament, in whose constituency the new resort will be situated, welcomed development. I believe that our people need to prepare themselves. We don't want that type of development to come and they don't benefit from it. I want our young people to get themselves trained so at the end of the day, they don't have a situation where it seems unfair to the locals, she cautioned. The spin-off, she seems, include housing and infrastructure. Hamilton says she will be working in tandem with developers to facilitate smooth progress. Already, Holness has expressed concern regarding the prospect of labor shortages, forewarning that Jamaica may have to import skilled workers with 7 major projects in the pipeline. He was quick to qualify that the problem was not a shortage of people, but of labor. To be counted as part of the labor force, there are some standards that you have to meet. You have to be 16 years and older, and you have to be actively seeking work over a certain period of time, he explained. Holness underscored that many Jamaicans who are not in the labor force are not seeking or have no interest in work. Up to 3 weeks ago, the Prime Minister floated the idea of mandatory national service or training for the country's youths. Jamaica has an unemployment rate of just over 7%. Councillor concerned about rodent infestation in Hopewell. An increase in the rat population in Hopewell, Hanover, has prompted Councillor for the Hopewell Division in the Hanover Municipal Corporation, Devon Brown, to call on the Hanover Health Department, HHD, to do nightly spot checks on the roadside food vendors in the area, as he believes that they are a contributing factor. Brown expressed concern about whether or not the proper disposal of food waste is being practiced by the vendors. He made the comments at a recent Hanover Municipal Corporation meeting against the background of warning by the Medical Officer of Health for the parish, Dr. Singh, for persons to take preventative steps against seasonal diseases and illnesses in the coming months. With the COVID-19 infection on the decrease in Hanover and the HHD calling on residents to be on the lookout for an increase in the mosquito population with its attendant ills, Brown urges that continued control of the rat population will also help in maintaining health standards. I travel a lot at nights, and the number of rats that are on the road in the Hopewell area at these times, sometimes one has to stop and give them time to cross the road, Brown stated jokingly, while questioning the monitoring process by the HHD and night vending in that area. I think most of it, rat infestation, is coming from the improper disposal of garbage and also the night vending. It would appear that waste from the vending is just thrown in the nearby gullies or on the roadside, and this is where the rats comes out and harvests the refuse, he reasoned. Singh, while arguing that his department is at present short on personnel, gave a commitment towards taking some immediate action about the issue. He said that his team is putting plans together for action on highlighted issues across the parish, noting that the Hopewell rat infestation issue will be included for immediate action. Brown said that the irregular collection of garbage in the area is another contributor to that rat infestation, noting that the improvements are needed from the National Solid Waste Management Authority, NSWMA, with regard to a more consistent garbage collection schedule. The NSWMA representative at the meeting had reported earlier that there were some 25 communities across eastern Hanover with a backlog of garbage, which should have been collected during March. Brown said that the number is debatable, but asked for an improved collection schedule across the Hanover Division in particular and eastern Hanover in general. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.